The Christ Pantocrator icon is an encaustic painting created with pigments mixed into hot wax and is preserved at the monastery of Saint Catherine on Mount Sinai. Dating from the 6th century, it is regarded as one of the greatest masterpieces of early Christian iconography and one of the most authentic artistic representations of the face of Jesus Christ. The icon measures 84 by 45.5 centimeters, 33 by 18 inches. The icon became internationally known after its restoration in 1962, when conservators carefully removed layers of later overpainting, revealing much of its original appearance. Christ is shown from the waist up, looking directly at the viewer. In his left hand, he holds an elaborately decorated closed gospel book, while his right hand is raised in a gesture of blessing. A golden halo surrounds his head, and a subtle asymmetry between his two eyes immediately draws attention. Both the encaustic technique and the icon's artistic style closely resemble the celebrated Fayum mummy portraits of Roman Egypt. Christ wears a purple tunic with sleeves extending to his wrists. Only a small section of the inner garment, also purple, remains visible. A slightly lighter vertical stripe, known as the clavus, distinguishes the garment. Originally, this stripe was embellished with gold, although only faint traces remain today. The halo is marked by a cross and bordered with a ring of decorative beads. Another remarkable feature is the noticeable difference in skin tone between Christ's face and his hands. The background is only lightly indicated. It appears to portray a distant architectural structure with windows and a platform between them, although its connection to Christ is not entirely clear. The horizon is suggested by a blue-green band, above which an arch frames a blue-gray sky. In the upper corners of the icon are two stylized 8-pointed golden stars. During the restoration, fragments of the Greek inscription ECX phil, Anthro P Ios, Jesus Christ, the lover of mankind, were uncovered. Scholars remain uncertain whether this inscription belonged to the original icon or was added during a later Byzantine restoration. The treatment of light and shadow is exceptionally natural. The illumination appears to come from the upper right, casting light across Christ's face, while deep shadows on the opposite side create a striking sense of depth and three-dimensional form. The distinguished art historian Kurt Weitzman observed that the icon's extraordinary artistic quality lies in the delicate modeling of the flesh, which reflects a strong connection with the classical artistic tradition, while at the same time elevating Christ beyond ordinary humanity by expressing the timeless nature of his divinity. He also noted that the icon's solemn frontal pose, its sense of detachment from the earthly realm, the absence of rigid symmetry, and the remarkable vitality of Christ's face together create a harmonious expression of his divine and human natures. The Christ Pantocrator icon of Mount Sinai communicates one of the deepest theological messages found in Byzantine iconography. It visually expresses the Orthodox teaching that Jesus Christ possesses two complete natures, perfect humanity and perfect divinity, united in one person. A close examination reveals a subtle difference between the two halves of Christ's face, especially in the eyes, eyebrows, and overall expression. If the right side of Christ's face, the viewer's left, is covered, the remaining half appears gentler, warmer, and filled with compassion, emphasizing Christ's human nature. If the left side of Christ's face, the viewer's right, is covered, the remaining half appears more majestic, solemn, and awe-inspiring, highlighting his divine nature and his eternal authority as judge. This intentional asymmetry is not merely an artistic feature. It serves as a profound theological statement, expressing through visual language that Christ is one person in whom the human and divine natures exist together without confusion and without separation. The purple tunic symbolizes the blood Christ shed for the salvation of humanity, while the dark blue himation cloak signifies the mystery of his divine nature. Whether or not one accepts the Austrian art historian Alois Riegel's theory of artistic intention in early Byzantine art, the conclusion remains the same. This artistic language successfully communicates profound spiritual depth and remarkable emotional power.